So I just had this random thought, right? Like, it's all back to school. It's first week. Most colleges are going back, and some high schools and whatnot. But anyways, the whole back to school thing's on your mind, right? Well, mine and a few other people. But just one thing I was just thinking about. It's like, okay, typically when you're going to college, you start college, you're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna finish in 4 years, right? They call it a 4-year degree, but I'll let you know from my experience, and what happened to me was it took me longer than 4 years to get my 4-year degree, right? And I feel like maybe we got this feeling when we were in high school. It's like college was so pushed in like this framework of like you do good in high school, you go to a good college for 4 years, right? No community college, you go to a university for 4 years, and then you graduate in 4 years, and then you'll have your bachelor's degree, right? And then you go out and get a job, and blah blah blah. It's just interesting to me though because it took me. I had to do. I'm trying to think of how many extra semesters I had to do to get my 4-year degree. Because typically that would be what, 8 semesters, right? So I had to do 8, 9. It was either 9 or 10. No, it was 4.5. I didn't go a whole extra year. So I did 9 semesters, okay, to get my 4-year degree. So that's an extra year and no, sorry, it's an extra half a year. And then I was just thinking about it, right? So then, that's the stereotypical 4-year degree thing. And then what's the stereotypical, like, master's degree? Is like, right, 2 more years after that, because typically most master's programs are like 30 credit hours. And so after that, it's like, okay, and then if you're going to get your master's, you're done 2 years after that. Okay, and then it's like, all right, so 6 years of school and you'll have your master's, right? That's the framework that's shoved on us ever since we're, able to think consciously. And I'm taking a look at the date right here, right now, and it says 8/31/2020, and I'm still in school, so that would mean that I've been, as of this past April of 2020, that would have marked 6 years after I graduated high school, okay? So technically, I should have my master's degree. I should have walked for my master's degree back in, like, April of this year, and I didn't. And I won't have my graduate degree, or yeah, my master's degree until April of 2022. Okay? April of 2022. So that's 8 years after the fact for me to get my bachelor's degree and then my master's degree. So this whole framework that's pushed on us about the 4-year degree, about all student loans and this and that, and then graduate school after that's 2 years and you'll be done in this time, and that's just not realistic. It's really not. Life happens. Something happens, okay? You go to college, you don't take it seriously for like the first or second semester, you fail a class or two. Then you have to retake them. That bumps you back a whole semester. That's what happened to me. My first semester of college, I went and dinked around and failed a couple classes. I failed basketball, bro. I failed basketball. Okay? I had a basketball class. I failed. I didn't show up. I had a math class that I didn't take seriously. I didn't do the homework, and I failed that. I had to retake it. So just like that, your 4-year degree's out the window. You're not getting it done in 4 years unless you take a summer class. And I just wanted to share that because it's like just to let you know that like if you're going to school, if you started just when you graduated high school, or if you waited 3 years, or if you waited 5 years or 10 years or 20 years after you graduated high school, like it doesn't matter, I don't think. I don't think it matters. Like we all have our own schedules. We all have our own things, and the timing of life events is not going to be the same for each individual person. Think about expecting that to actually happen. How ridiculous does that sound? That every single other person is going to have that same experience in that amount of time. Like what? That should sound crazier than someone getting a bachelor's degree in longer than 4 years. But no, this 4-year degree is shoved down everybody's throats, right? And it's just interesting because I just wanted to bring up how unrealistic that was. Don't worry about time schedules. Worry about your schedule. If you want to go get your 4-year bachelor's degree and go part-time and have it take you 8, 10, 12, 20, 30, 40 years, then do it. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? When I went to the graduation ceremony, not for me, but for my girlfriend, because I didn't walk. I walked for my master's. But I didn't walk for my bachelor's. And I watched a dude who graduated high school who in the year 1972 walk across the stage. Or something like that. No, he was way older than that. I don't know what year the dude walked across the stage. He was about 75, 80 years old, okay? I don't know what year it said on his thing. I can't remember the number, but the dude was walking across the stage. He was like 75 years old with a bachelor's degree. Like, your time is your time. Stay on your schedule. Don't worry about what the majority is doing, because that cannot be what's right for you.